My never I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. I see them yopo.
And there's one thing I want to talk about. Musicians in Ghana, over the weekend, you know me, I don't follow me catch say me one person, and without due respect to gospel musicians, I'm going to be very honest with you. A few of them fine, but somebody who is so much into nyamenyom, maybe I don't follow the words well. Maybe some follow words now. I will understand how and the air corner. Maybe another me opportunity to be in the midst of people listening to nyamenyoma. They are in the spirit. So I think I need to do more. I need to do better for the Holy Spirit to touch me. I think it's when you allow yourself for the Holy Spirit to use you. That is when it uses you. But so I come at dinner. Holy Spirit is about Holy Spirit. I'm telling you, but bet no. Bet me twa bet na Holy Spirit wu na otwam na Holy Spirit enough from sa ye ba betua title nyina ne bet Holy Spirit se ye beba ema yeni asori Sunday bia ne nyina ne bet Holy Spirit ye ntumi madan kran sa nti na Holy Spirit me dia hu me ba hu na otwam Holy Spirit enye sa adwene bone ye nyina enya ade be di $17 million ye di bakra ba fie ama ye dia ye nyamedwuma ama nyamedwuma egina ne na so nyamedwuma nyina iskasam Holy Spirit nti aya na Holy Spirit umia na so do sa kam ne nyina so ye nipa holy it's the Holy Spirit so minim say one day ya holy try na mindi bet na so do sa kam na mindi bet do sa kam be holy. So I just want to say over the weekend, you know, there's something I noticed, and it's one thing I just want to tell Ghana for gospel music, you know. It's gotten to that point where we need to understand say gospel music to can put Ghana on a map. It's normally when we are talking about the music industry, it's all about secular music, and they will take us to BET. Fine, BET my gospel artist for award, but the gospel music, you know, if we follow it well, we invest well in it. Now say you pick a rhythm that belongs to us. It's always owning something. If you don't own it, people will they will take it away from you, and at the end of the day, you will basically be chasing them. You see, there's something unique about music, especially when it comes to gospel music. Over the weekend, me who say Sonnie Badu had a show in Ghana. I don't really care about the show that much, but what I was looking out for is how a Ghanaian musician can basically move the music from A to B for people to have that much interest in gospel music. You know, it is all about people taking the lead and making people start to feel and understand and love it. The moment those people, those characters, those artists are able to move the crowd with them, that is when music starts to become popular. The moment if a musician, you are able to move people with you, like the Burna Boys and those people, they are not unique, but it's because they are able to move the people with them. And how do they move the people with them? They are able to sell their products to them. They are able to sell the music to them. You need to understand. So I'm a gospel musician. You need to be able to sell your talent to the people. Apart from the Holy Spirit doing its things, and I say, I don't know whether it's a girl or a boy, but apart from the Holy Spirit doing its own thing, well. We are not selling the craft well. Yeah, I went to Ghana, and people are so much in love with the East African the gospel music because there's a specific rhythm that comes with it. People are so interested or love South African gospel music because there's a specific rhythm that comes with it. People sit in Ghana and they're so much in love with the Nigerian gospel music because there's a specific thing that comes with it. We need to have that kind of trademark when it comes to gospel music. We need to be able to carry some kind of craft. We need to be able to polish the craft. We need to be able to sell the craft to the people. And you might have your own issues with Sonnie Badu and also the controversy surrounding the way he puts his show together and maybe the way he does not do the traditional, or he does not go the traditional way. And normally we see musicians under the umbrella of gospel musicians take a specific line when it comes to promoting their shows and all that. But I think Sonnie Badu's is unconventional. He's able to find different means to make sure the people around the whole place, they follow him. And when you go to the Grand Arena over the weekend, I took my time to follow this. I realized that this man has basically changed the face of gospel music in Ghana, because what I can say is he's Ghanaian. Maybe he lives in the States, but when it comes to adding something to gospel music, he has his own unique way of making sure that his craft, his trade, people begin to love it. And we need to understand, until we begin to understand, say, or see something that belongs to us, a rhythm that can take us, a unique craft that people will be like, oh, this song is from Ghana, Mumi enjoy yejina flowers song. Yejina GBC ho, yejina flowers ho to nyamenyom. Mumbe enjoy de debia no na obi kuneja no na wakoye mate na osi atade na ehwie nsuo gu no ho oni aduane ndi na obi ha taxi abodo so aben and then cheso nyankopɔ bia kwan. It does not work like that. You need to add something more to your trade. And this young man called Sonnie Badu over the weekend, the Grand Arena, I am yet to see any artists with me affiliate arena no amana ebu afaso. People were driven away. I was watching the behind the scenes videos and it was quite interesting that people were stopped from entering the arena. And that should tell you that the trade, the craft has come to that level. You need to understand. You need to be part of the modern way of selling yourself, your trademark, and your music. And to be very honest with you, what I saw, I can emphatically tell you, me call gospel event that. And madinka catch chacha ninti I am Holy Spirit in town locate me. But when it comes to a year moving Ghana gospel music to the top, moving Ghana gospel music to the level that we wanted to get to, the artists are supposed to understand they need to do more. They need to put a lot in there. They need to uplift the standard need that form do standard need de bia to more Ghana nkwa. We need to start to reach out of our comfort zone. And what happened at the Grand Arena, you might underestimate it, but it's going to be tough for any musician in Ghana today who is calling herself or himself a gospel musician to go in there and fill that arena and drive people away. It is tough, and it's all got to do with hard work. Let us try and add more. Let us try and add more. If I'm going to give credit to this gentleman here, I would say there are two things he's done. He's been able to change his craft. He has made his craft appealing to people who are not even Ghanaians. And secondly, he has owned a particular kind of music. He has owned it because he has consistently sold that music. And that is what we need to understand as gospel musicians. So we, the ones in Ghana now, we are good. There are a lot of good gospel musicians in Ghana. Don't be scared. Just reach out and get out of your comfort zone. Matonyumu are sorry there. Matonyumu word na say try and expand it. Let it move further. So I would like to salute this gentleman, Sonnie Badu, for what he did over the weekend. It's a new look, and we all have to look into it and open doors. I am not a man of God, but the grace of God is upon every single individual on this planet. It is all about you being aggressive and making sure that grace, you go for it, and it is through hard work. Grace does not locate you when you're lazy. Grace only locates people who have raised up their hands. Lifting up your hands is even work. So you need to work towards your grace. The issue is and it's not Holy Ghost. I know what I say, but Holy Ghost be say I did $70 million, and that's what I wanted to say. And the gossip of town, and then my church actually no.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.